Hi, this is Mike Harvath and Revenue Rocket and another M&A Minute. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things you should negotiate in an M&A transaction for your benefit. There's hundreds of things that you'll need to negotiate on an M&A transaction, and that's why it's always good to engage an advisor who's been down this path before. But some of them that come to mind that always get negotiated and can be tilted in either the buyer or the seller's favor are things like working capital and how you recognize working capital. Working capital in a business is not seen the same by any individual buyer or seller, and our experience has been that in almost every case it is negotiated. There's a variety of different ways to look at working capital, including taking an average working capital number or looking at a coverage ratio approach. Both approaches will help to benefit either the buyer or the seller, depending on the situation. And then beyond that, there's other areas of working capital that I think you should take into consideration. The other is your employment agreement or contract when you close the business. Generally, if you're selling a business, you have to make a decision on either you're selling in or selling out. If you're a seller and you're selling in, then you're going to be an employee of that new company and you're going to need to negotiate your employment agreement. If you're selling out, oftentimes you have a contract, and that contract will pay you through a transition period, and you want to make sure that you optimize those things to your benefit if you're a seller, and make sure you aggressively negotiate them if you're a buyer. And then the third and probably most important thing is the consideration makeup in the transaction. So as you know, transactions are made up generally of cash and or a seller note, and sometimes an earn-out or what we call a payout. And the structuring of that deal is very important, that it aligns with your objectives. Oftentimes as a seller, a high degree of earn-out may be beneficial to you if you're selling in and you're going to be part of the organization over time, and you're going to want to optimize your return on your investment. Likewise, if you're retiring, for example, and you're going to be selling out, you might want to focus on more of a cash deal. And that's this M&A Minute.